Okay, fourth graders, you just got done learning about what personification was. And if you forgot, go back and rewatch that video on slide 11. But personification is giving human-like qualities, things that people can do, to things that are not people. Okay? So you saw some examples, you found the definition of, or you wrote the definition of personification, and now we're going to work to try to find some examples of personification in poems. Because today you will be required to write one poem that uses personification. So we're going to do the first example together about finding personification. Then you're going to find some personification in poems on your own, and then you're going to write a poem using personification. All right, so poems with personification. In this poem, you're going to see or hear a lot of examples of personification. We're going to work together to find the examples. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight any examples that I see. So I'm just going to go to my highlight pen. I'll do that when I look at my text. Okay, so the poem is called School. And each time you're thinking of, is there an object that's not a person acting like a person? And if you find that, you're going to highlight the object or the thing and what they're doing that is like a person. So the first line says, I'm just going to read the whole poem first. The bell says, come in, come in. Open doors say, welcome back. Classrooms working, pencils ready to write, cafeteria humming, feet getting ready to play, bells ringing to tell your children time to go home. All right, so I'm going to go back to the beginning and I'm going to ask myself line by line, is there some examples of personification? All right, line 1, the bell says, come in, come in. Well, first of all, right away, I see that it says, bell says. A bell, like you know, is not a person. It can't say anything. So right away, I'm going to highlight that. You notice I highlighted it with my cursor, and then I'm going to come to my highlight button, and I'm going to highlight that. Because bells can't say anything. Okay? So that is the example. And what are they saying? They're saying, come in. The bell is saying, come in, come in. No way can a bell talk and say, come in, come in. So that is an example of personification. Next line. Open doors say, welcome back. Again, doors, they're not a person, so they can't say anything, and they definitely cannot say welcome back. So I'm going to highlight that part of the line. Notice I didn't highlight the word open or the word the, because that is not part of the personification. Don't highlight things that are not a part of the personification. Okay, I'm going to go to my next line. Classrooms working. Well, I know a classroom isn't a person, but I know people can work. So this poem is giving a classroom a job that a person can do. So I'm going to highlight that because that's an example of personification. Next one, pencils ready to write. Now, pencils are not people. So pencils cannot write. What pencils are used for is to write, but they aren't doing the writing. You're doing the writing. So a pencil is given the human job of getting ready to write. So that is an example of personification. Next one, cafeteria humming. We know that a cafeteria isn't a person, and only people can hum. So this whole line is an example of personification, giving human-like qualities to things that are not human. Feet getting ready to play. Feet aren't people, and feet can't get ready. Like, I know I can get ready. Humans can get ready. Okay? But feet cannot get ready. And our last line, bells ringing Tell your children it's time to go home. Well, bells can ring, right? They can ring. So I'm not going to highlight ring, but can bells tell you anything? Telling is like talking. Bells can't tell you anything, so I'm going to highlight bells. And bells cannot tell your children it's time to go home. So there, oops, I'm going to highlight that. Oops, sorry, friends. Bells cannot tell your children it's time to go home. So I'm going to highlight that part because that is personification. So there you have it. This whole poem, School, has a lot of personification. Just remember, personification is giving human-like qualities or things humans can do to things that are not human. On the next slide, you're going to have a chance to highlight any examples of personification in a poem. All right, good luck.